Alright, it's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How are you all doing? This little video is a fun one. I've had some comments, I've had some people in the comments asking me what would I do if I only had $40 to $50 and which crypto would I buy. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to tell anyone what they should do. So I'm going to do a little video on what I would do if I only had $100. If I knew what I know, and I knew what I know, and I know what I knew, and I wasn't invested, and I only had $100, what would I put it in? And do you know what it is? I'm not even going to drag it out. It's going to be Harmony. And I'm going to go through why it's Harmony, because there's many reasons why Harmony is probably the most bullish coin in crypto, right? Anyway, before we get into why I would spend my $100, only my last $100 on Harmony to try and turn it into a few more hundreds, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you're hovering on the edge of this seat and you haven't quite done it. I'm going to keep annoying you. No, anyway, and notification bell if you like. Let's get into it. We all know what Harmony One's done. Anyone that's been following the channel, any of the people early that bought in the orange band down here, the muddy brown waters of the bear market or the pre-bull market, the sideways action, anyone who bought in here knows all of that one Harmony. We're the Super Bulls, you know, we're the ones that we're pretty patting ourselves on the back no matter what's happening up the top there and pullbacks and whatnot, you know. And then there's the few people that are a bit scared because they see people see these charts and they get enticed by them for some reason. It's like, oh, a price of bread is $1 or a cent and now it's 10 cents. I want to buy it because it's really expensive, right? And that's fine. I'm not saying, you know, that's exactly what it's all about, but you get enticed by the hype, right? And that's why they call FOMO. You know, you buy here because you think you're going to miss out. You think you get sold a narrative that it's only going to go higher, but every market corrects. And the longer you invest, and, you know, I'm learning this myself now, and I've invested in a lot. I'll tell you a story. I'm super bullish on silver miners, right? I bought way too early. I bought at the top, the recent top, you know. So they were all topping because everyone was expecting silver to go high. You know, and there's Wall Street bets and I'm buying then going, oh, it's going to go. And then all of a sudden, the last few weeks, it's pulled back. And I could have got all the stocks that I bought, and I bought a lot of them, could have got them all at like a 15 to 20% discount. You know, the same thing happened with my Bitcoin miners, you know, like I went all in on them, was super bullish, and then they all went down by 15%. It was like, if only I had sold everything, waited a week, and then bought in. So anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter because the reason why I'd put my $100 into Harmony One right now is that it has pulled back a lot. It is a 50% discount from there. So it was up at 24 cents, and now you can get it for 10. So that's rule number one. That's tick number one for me, you know, like wait, don't buy high, you know, like if you see 3 big green candles, you're better off just going hands off. I'm going to go and buy something that's at the end of a bull flag, not creating a flagpole, right? So it's it's over 50% off. So I think it's about 60% off. Let's even have a look at that. I won't even just bluff you. From this very 24-cent level, you could get it, as cheap as 58% off, you know, like imagine getting those Nikes, you know, for $30 instead of $300. Nah, anyway, so it's cheap at the moment. Cheap compared to what it was anyway. It's not down in the 1 cent range, which some of us were lucky enough to get, but it's cheap. It's new. It's a new coin and it has a lot of hype. You know, like I know for a fact that I get the most views from One Harmony. My most successful videos are One Harmony, and if I was just all about YouTube and getting likes and subscriptions, I would probably only do One Harmony videos, but that's boring because I know that a lot of you hardcore followers of this channel like the variety, like the fact that you can ask me about a random coin that you've bought, and I'll analyze that chart. And I like that I'm small enough to be able to do that. So, I'm not going to just do only One Harmony videos. Because I would get bored, so I do One Harmony videos when it makes sense, and things like this, because it's kind of tying in One Harmony with the theme of like, well, if I put $100 in, right? So I've put my $100 in right now, and I know that if you're going to put your $100 in right now, going to want to know what you'll get for your money, right? So you can go back and watch my videos. They're all there. There's a ton of One Harmony predictions. But yeah, so you buy now, you buy 10 cents, So the thing is, it's the most bullish. The most people like it. It's not a Bitcoin. It's not as bullish as Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's new, and it seems like it's doing the right things. The project's making partnerships. So there's a fundamental case there. A lot of people are staking it. There's a lot of good sentiment around it. That's the word I was looking for. So solid sentiment. And the other thing is that I think that it's only halfway done. I think that it's only halfway done because, the more I look at my charts on things that have had a previous alt season, what has happened in general is that there's been a breakout from a base, a back test towards the base, and then a leg up. And then possibly another leg up. So I would say, something like Ethereum has broken out of its base, pulled back, and then done kind of 2 solid legs up to get into its all-time high. Now, even though One Harmony's moved a lot off its base, I feel like it's still got at least one big massive leg like this to go, or more, right? So I think that it could definitely do this move again, and then maybe another one. And that's why I have these crazy targets up there. Now, I don't think it's going to get to 25 on this one, but it's still there for the future. It's still there, because if it does get there and I go, well, why did it get there? And it's because that it was just so super bullish, right? So we're just going to have a quick look at it again. We're going to, for anyone that can't be bummed to go back and watch me other videos, this is what we do. So have a look there. And we put that over there. And that gets us up to about $1.42. So if we were to just do that one move again, that one big move, and, it's looking like we're going to, because the pullback is huge. So it looks like we're going to pull back, like big bow and arrow. You pull back, the harder you pull back, the longer you pull back for, and you let go, what happens? It fires, right? So that's the way these charts work. That's the way crypto works especially. And we haven't even seen the melt up phase yet. There is a melt up phase where people will be borrowing wheelbarrows of money and putting it into it because they're like thinking, I've got to get out of my fiat currency. I've been sold this idea that my fiat currency is worthless and I've got to buy something with it. And then they'll be running in. That's the real retail FOMO, I think at the moment, a lot of money that's already in crypto is just moving around crypto, People chasing altcoins and DeFi and all that sort of stuff. So I think once the new money comes in and people hear about things like One Harmony and they go a bit more mainstream and they get in a few more exchanges, then boom, 142 might seem like a rear view mirror memory. Anyway, so 142 is the go. So what does that mean? That means that if it goes from 10 cents to $1.40, and there's no guarantees in that, be aware of that, if even if I only put $100 in, I would probably be taking my $100 out as soon as it maybe quadrupled or 5x'd, and then just riding the rest of it, right? So at least you're risking off there, because you don't invest to lose money. So yeah, if you invest your 100 and you did put in right now and you sold exactly at $1.42, then you've got 14 or 15 times your money. So you'd probably walk away with, about $1,500 after putting your $100 in, you know. So for the lovely commenter that said I've only got $50, well then you can turn that into $750, and that's a realistic expectation right now. It's would be very unrealistic to try and think or get sold some narrative that there is a 100x project out there right now, and you know, and I'm not saying there isn't. You know, but they're starting to get very speculative and very betty. Whereas something like One Harmony, I think, you know, you could probably put a decent bet on the fact that it'll do at least a 10x from here, considering it's pulled back so much off that 24 mark. You know, even just to go to all-time highs, you're 2.5 times in your money. So, yeah, super bullish on One Harmony. If somebody wants to give me $100 cash and make the bet, I'm going to put it into One Harmony for you. Now, that's the one. I've picked it. I was going to say XRP. I was going to say Dash. But then, you know what? Like, I just think for the fact that Harmony is kind of in price discovery and in new and in low market cap, I think it's going to slightly outperform, you know, the likes of an XRP or something like that. Even though safe money, you know, if you're looking for a guaranteed safe money for me, you know, like a Dash or an XRP that, you know that you're going to get a 5x at least. That's what I'd be looking at, you know. So it depends on you. And it depends on whether you can buy it on an exchange. So you'll have to start doing your research if you can sign up to an exchange right now and start buying One Harmony. If you're in Australia, use the link in the description for CoinSpot. You get $10 worth of free Bitcoin, which you can trade into One Harmony. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to leave it there. That's 11 minutes. Please like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being part of this Crypto Plan community. And I shall chat you on the next one.